What's up, y'all? It's Trerozay. You watching YouTube the right way. You know, we got that Henny T. You got Billy Thomas, Grindathon right here.
You know what I'm saying? Grindathon build, get team build, press team build, bicep build, fanny pack build. You know what I'm saying?
This guy crazy. Yeah, so if you guys don't know, you guys not following him, bro. It's Grindathon. He already said it. Please go to Instagram right now. Follow your boy right now. He's
at
going crazy.
Grindathon build, at Grindathon Athletics.
He got two. He's working, y'all. So people don't know, he's probably like one of the most hardest working entrepreneurs on Instagram right now. You know, so like your daily life is like crazy. I see you post at 3 a.m., 2 a.m. What is like your daily routine?
My daily routine is just nonstop work, but when I work, I'm doing shit that I love, so it doesn't feel like work, but people on the outside, they view it like, damn, you're always working, which I am.
Yeah.
But it's like, I formed my life, like you know what I'm saying? Like I planned out my life now, I set myself up to where anything I do, I'm 100% passionate about now, you know what I'm saying? And it hasn't always been that way. In the past, I've had, you know what I'm saying, like different jobs I used to hate, shit, I've been there, we all been there, but it's like now I tailor my life to where anytime I'm working, like I'm doing something I enjoy.
Yeah.
So it's like every day, literally on Sunday nights, I plan my whole week out, Monday through Sunday. And I'm always working I'm always working. Whether it's training, whether it's teaching, whether it's coaching, whether it's working my Herbalife business, you know what I'm saying? Like, or game planning, helping my team grow. I'm always working, but it don't feel like work. And so I'll meet random people. I come in contact with people that could be clients or be a part of my team. And so I'm just nonstop. I'm saying it's a marathon. I'm always on the grind, Grindathon.
You're always growing. That's what it sounds like. Background of where you growing up, you know, as a single mom. People don't know your dad passed away. You know, you could use this as excuses of like to slack off or not to be the best you could.
So for those of you that don't know, when I was 4 years old, my dad passed away. So I was raised by a single mother. She had a lot of help from my grandparents and my aunt and my uncle. I was the only kid in my family, so they kind of just spoiled me. They gave me a lot of love, a lot of materialistic things as well. So as a kid, I was cool, but there was a certain point, like I didn't even know I didn't have a dad, but there was a certain age, I want to say like 1st or 2nd grade, it kind of clicked. It was like, damn, I don't got a dad. Like my friends have dads. I don't have one of those. And so there was a pivotal moment in my childhood. I remember I was maybe 8 or 9 years old. I was in the shower and I was crying. Like I was feeling sorry for myself. And it was just like, it was like a random Sunday. I was feeling sorry for myself. When I was a kid, I was crying. Like I was asking God, like, why me? Like, why don't I have a dad? Like I was really just crying. And then I remember at that very moment as a kid, I decided like, either I have two options. Either I'm gonna cry my whole life and use that as an excuse. And you know what I'm saying? I always get in trouble. I'm always this, I'm always that. And I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be soft and use that as an excuse. Or I'm gonna use it as fuel to my fire and just go hard no matter what. Whatever I do in life, always go hard and try to make my dad proud. And so those of you that know me, I chose that route. I wanna make him proud. So everything I've done in my life, whether it's high school, middle school, sports, you know what I'm saying, business, it's always been to make him proud and, you know what I'm saying, to live out his legacy. And so even my first tattoo, it was on my chest. It says, everything I do for you. Anything that might be special in me is you. And so I'm the third, so I put like a letter format, you know what I'm saying? Use it as fuel instead of just feeling sorry for myself.
Yeah, God doesn't, you know, give you situations that you can't handle, so it's definitely that you. And I feel like that kind of that loss kind of like make you as a better man.
Yeah, like to this day, like I have an IGTV video on my Instagram, and it was on Father's Day a few months ago, and I really thank God for me losing my father. You know what I'm saying? I wish I still had him, of course, but it's like if I did have him, I wouldn't be the same man I am today. Whether I might be better, I might be worse, I wouldn't be who I am. And so I'm super grateful for just the way my life planned out, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause now it's like, I know I wanna be that father figure for so many kids that don't have fathers, you feel me? And I might not have wanted to do that if I did have my father. So I think it all worked out for, you know what I'm saying, for the better.
On that, like in high school, you know, what was your main focus?
In high school, came over to Mayfair my freshman year.
Yeah.
I was a new kid on the block. I was feeling myself. I remember I was it, you know what I'm saying? So my mom didn't go to college. So in her eyes, for me to be successful, I had to go to college. So since I was in middle school, like get good grades, you know what I'm saying? Play sports, that was it. I focused heavily on sports. I love sports. I fell in love with football in high school. And so my dream was D1 or die, D1, D1, D1. That was it. I just wanted to get good grades, focus on going D1. And then of course, the other one, I was, you know what I'm saying, I focused on girls. I had, you know, my fair share. And so, you know.
With Josh. For like your life career, like in college, like did you always like see yourself like wanting to be your own like boss, or like?
At the end of the day, I don't want to live life with the regret of what if I did play football. So I chose to go D3. When I got to school though, I had no intention on like, I didn't know what I wanted to do. Like I went to school just to play football, really. And so when I got there, like I literally, like before I went to school, I would be on Google, like what makes the most money? Like literally, I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew I deserved to make money. Like in my head, I'm like, nah, I deserve to have bread. And so I searched a bunch of shit. I used to say I was gonna be an engineer, I was gonna be a firefighter. Freshman year, I took those classes, it wasn't for me. I was like, no, that's not it. They always told me like, oh, you'll be a great teacher, you'll be a great teacher. And so I was like, okay, like, so when I didn't know what I wanted to do, I remember them saying that. And I was like, man, fuck it, I'm just gonna be a teacher, let's do it, right? And what happened was, I was able to answer people, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna be a teacher. I'm gonna be a teacher and a coach, boom. And so that wasn't really my passion though. I didn't know what I wanted to do, and people told me I would be good at that. And you know what I'm saying? I knew teachers, I knew coaches. I was like, oh, I could do that. During that time, right before I was about to graduate, my little cousin Robbie hit me up like, hey, like, can you take me to the park and help me get better at football? You know, what I was doing when we went to the park, we just did some ladder drills. I was like, all right, bet. And so that's when I got the idea of making a training brand, right? And so I made it, but I didn't really think nothing of it at the time. It was time to get my master's. I got accepted to the program, and something in my heart told me not to do it. I was just like, nah, like it didn't feel right? I was about to click, and I was just like, nah, something's telling me not to do it. And so I didn't do it. I just trusted my instinct, my gut. I was like, all right, I'm not gonna get my master's. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm not gonna do that. So he reached out to me. He was reaching out to me for 8 months, talking about Herbalife and this and that. And so there was a time after college, like I was kind of lost. Like I was building my training brand. That was one thing that I knew I loved, but everything else, like I was kind of lost. Like I was subbing, I was making money, but I was still living a college lifestyle. I partied every weekend, you know what I'm saying? I was still hanging out with people that weren't really helping me get to where I want to be in the future. And so it was like, I was still living that college lifestyle. And I kind of thought like, just because I had a degree, that like I arrived. I thought life was good, I'm done. I did what I'm supposed to, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't until like I really met my mentor and I got into, you know, Herbalife, and I just started understanding business more. It helped me grow my own brand, and it's just, everything went up from there.
I got like so many like homies that's still doing that. Like, what you trying to do? Like, what you like? I don't know. I just want to go D1. Yeah. Nothing else after that. Like until it gets to that point, and then you're like, damn, what I'm gonna do after that? And it's like feeling that way. And also with jobs too. Like now, like a degree don't mean like really nothing. Nothing. Like it's because everybody has a degree. Everybody's going to college. A lot of people are going to college just to go to college. Like, yeah. And like you always followed your heart, and you always kind of knew. So like, I don't even think like the degree or going to college even has anything to do with someone becoming successful.
Yeah, it really don't. It don't.
It's more of the person, you know. And I definitely can see that in you. So back, you kind of went over a lot of stuff. So back, you beat me to all my questions. So with Grindathon, that's you. For people that don't know, before it was Next Selection Football. Billy, the little story, he hit me up late at night. It was like, yo, you trying to run? I went over to his house. We ran from where he lives at in Bellflower all the way to
Clark,
to Long Beach City College. Was like at least a good like 3 miles or so. I don't work out, I don't run, I don't do none of that. I was dead, bro. I was gassed. That whole run, Billy was like telling me his whole dream, like everything he wanted to do. I guess it was after he was training with Rob. His whole thing, and it's like it's crazy now to see him, and like he's so motivated, and he's actually doing what he put out to do. I think that kind of divides the go-getters and like the people that say they're gonna do it, and which is like crazy. So just tell me about like Grindathon, like how you kind of you brand yourself with like Mayfair and stuff, because I see you posting like the training videos with Mayfair and everything. Like,
okay, so
does it get like, because I know like you're a coach like for Mayfair, but you're also like a trainer for your own thing. Like, does that ever get like conflict or anything?
So when I first started coaching at Mayfair, I already had my own brand, right? But I was already like, I'm a trainer, that's what I'm doing. And then I got the coaching job at Mayfair. So naturally, like my first 3 athletes were my little cousin Robert Robinson, it was Jalen Duncan, and then Eugene Neal. So all 3 of my kids, like those are my day 1 kids, like they decided to come to Mayfair to fuck with me, like that was it. And so once they did that, like I think, like when I first went to Mayfair, it was like of course, this is where I grew into school, cool, but I know like this isn't my end all be all. Like I'm not gonna be Mr. Mayfair, Billy Time, nah, like I'm Grindathon, you know what I'm saying? So I always made sure to like, you know what I'm saying, separate the two, but still intertwine them as much as possible, right? As long as I'm not breaking rules and stuff, like he lets me brand myself, because a majority of my kids are from Mayfair, right? That was how I started my brand, it was literally kids from Mayfair. And it expanded since then, right?
To the job thing too, like before you was doing, I remember you was doing like multiple jobs, like at YMCA.
I worked at the Y, I worked at the park.
Yeah, the park. You was like everywhere.
Yeah.
What like?
I was driving Lyft.
Oh yeah, driving Lyft. Things and everything. Bro, you a hustler, but you can see like you kind of like what gave you the motivation to like stop all that and to only focus on you, because I feel like that's the hardest thing. A lot of people got like jobs that they're scared to quit or scared to stop.
Yeah. So what happened was in high school, I always wanted a job. My mom didn't let me get a job. She was like, nah, you gotta go to school, get good grades, play sports. I was like, damn. So when I got to college though, it was like football season was over, like I'm about to get me a job. And so my first job was at the movie theater in college. There was a time when I did Lyft, I worked at the Y, and I worked at the park all at the same time. And then I was still coaching. So it was like a bunch of shit, and I still just started my training brand. So I've been there working all the jobs, but my mindset back then was like, I thought the only way to make money was to kill yourself, to slave yourself, and have no time for you. That's what I thought. I thought like, that's the only way to make money is to have hella jobs and just, you know what I'm saying?
Work.
Which I learned over time is like, that's false. You know what I'm saying? And then also, when I started Lyft driving, that's what gave me the hustler mentality, honestly. Like, all my jobs was cool, but I didn't like being there. When I was Lyft driving, the fact that you could drive all night, make 100, make 200, and then cash out at the end of the night, that shit changed my mindset. Like, yo, you can make money out here. Like, I felt like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was out there dealing drugs. Like, I'm like, okay, let's go, where we going? So when I had the dream of my training brand, it was like any money I made, like, I was investing that really back into my brand,
Smart.
And so that's really, I just took the chance, you feel me? Like when you have your own brand, when you're doing your own thing, like that passion you have for it, like when something successful happens, like that shit feels good compared to like when you're working for someone else and you do something, you know what I'm saying? Like,
especially all that energy you work in all these other jobs, you're not even, like, that's the crazy thing. People put so much time and energy in for somebody else's company, and then you tire, you don't even, you
can't even have time
for yourself. Yeah, which is crazy. Which leads me into like, how did you get involved with Herbalife? Like,
okay, so my mentor Eddie, this is his spot right here. Shout out to Eddie, real life movie. My man was in my DMs for 8 months.
Jeez.
In my Instagram DMs for 8 months, he was just hitting me up like, yo, like let's collab. Like I got an opportunity for you. You ever think about implementing nutrition into your training? I was ignoring him for 8 months.
But how did he find you?
His daughter went to Mayfair, and I was her substitute. And he just heard the name Grindathon around the city, right? He's from Lakewood. And so he was reaching out to me for 8 months. And I was literally ignoring him for 8 months long. I was really stubborn though. I was at a broke mindset. And I was like, I was in that phase after college, like I thought I was popping. I was like, I'm on a training brand. I sub, I train, I coach. Like no one could tell me nothing. I thought there was nowhere higher to go. I threw a Grindathon barbecue at the end of the summer. My man shot a donation, and like he didn't know me. I was ignoring him, and he shot a donation. I was like, yo, like he must be a real one. Like okay, like he didn't have to do that. And so I did a muscle up finally, right? It took me 8 months. I posted it on Instagram. I posted a long paragraph about how proud I was of myself, and then I was in such a good mood. He DM'd me like, hey, like I see you, I feel you. Like it took me that long to do one too. Congrats. And like I was in such a good mood, I was like, oh, that's my guy. Like, yeah, appreciate you. Like, let's link up, right? And so literally it was that moment, like I did that muscle up. He hit me at the right time. I was like, yo, let's sit down. And so I went to his facility with a negative mindset, right? Mind you, I already thought, like, before I replied to him, I used to think like, oh, he must want something from me. He wants my clients, he's a trainer. Like, I thought I was the shit. Yeah. And so I went in with a negative mindset. I went there to just shut him up, really. I was like, I'll be here 15 minutes. Just listen to what he has to say. I'm gonna say no, and I'm gonna dip. And so I went in there, and then once I sat there, and I really heard his story. He explained Herbalife to me, he explained the products, he explained the business. And honestly, I wasn't sold on either one. I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, I just thought I was popping. So like, what really sold me though was who he was as a man. Like, he sat there, he's 40 years old. He explained he grew up in Compton. He told me his story, and I was like, I fucked with him as a human being, as a man. And it's like I said though, I grew up without a father figure, so I respected him, right? And I was like, all right, like, let me listen to what he has to say, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, he has a training facility, you know what I'm saying, he has a Mercedes Benz, he has a wife and 3 kids, lives in a nice neighborhood in Lakewood, you know what I'm saying. I was like, I want to be there someday, right? So like, why not listen to whatever he sees in me? Let me be open-minded. So I sat there, he explained it all to me, and I was just like, all right. I told him, I was like, I'll wait till January. Like, I'll start the business in January, but I'll just get some results. That's what I told him. He was like, you could do that, but he was like, but you can make some money too. Like right now, you know what I'm saying? You don't gotta wait. And I was like, nah, I'm super busy in December. It's my birthday. I was like, I had a Grindathon event, holidays. And he told me like, he kind of told me like, stop playing, like just do it. Mm-hmm. And I was like, at the end of the day, like the investment was so low, it cost $100 to start. I was like, bet, I'll try it. Cause mind you, I was going out every weekend buying Hennessy bottles, buying food, and I was like, fuck it. Like I spend that like nothing, so I'll try it. And once I tried it, that shit, I took off. Like I lost like 11 pounds in 3 days. I started getting my 6-pack. I was like, oh yeah, no one can tell me nothing. And in my first month, it was cool. I made a smooth 400. I was like, oh, this shit cool. Like, and so that's how I got it.
And so now, like, where you at in Herbalife and like the percentage, because I see that you're breaking up in Herbalife. So like, for people that don't know like what Herbalife, I've talked to a lot of people like they don't know what Herbalife is. So like, probably like explain what it is and
so
how it works.
Basically what Herbalife is it's literally like, it's like Uber or Lyft, right? You know, Uber or Lyft, you're your own boss. So Uber or Lyft, some Uber drivers work every single day. Some Uber drivers just work weekends. Some Uber drivers maybe work twice a month, right? And so it's just like that, but it's nutrition. So it's like anyone that joins Herbalife, they become a distributor. They're their own boss. You feel me? So it's like, you have someone that's, you know, signs you up, that's your sponsor, your mentor. They help you, but at the end of the day, it's all on you, what you want to do, right? So like when people sign up, it's really just, you know what I'm saying, making people healthy, right? So it's like you got to get your own result, and then you share with people that you know, right? And so what it really is, it's just like, it's really for anyone, to be honest, because like I tell people, someone could join and be like, I want to make $200 a month, I want to pay my phone bill, that's it, right? Cool, I'll teach you how to do that. But some people, because I'm making $2,500 a month now, right? They could be like, I want to make $2,500 a month, just like you. What do I got to do, right? I'll just explain it to them. But then some people can see the big picture, and there's the top 1%. It's called President's Team. So that's where I'm going for sure. That's where you make minimum $20,000 a month. And so some people could see the vision, and they'll go to events and they'll be like, oh yeah, I want to do that. And it's like, you're not gonna make that your first month, but if you lock arms with me and we, you know what I'm saying, you learn and we just work, you're gonna get there. So it's really open to anyone, but it's just, all it is like getting your own result, you know what I'm saying, whether you wanna lose weight, gain weight, you know what I'm saying, be healthy, and then you just help people around you, you know what I'm saying? But then it comes along with the business opportunity, right? So if I help someone lose 30 pounds, and then their friends start being like, oh, you popping, like, what are you doing? Like, look, give me, I wanna take what you're taking, right? Yeah. They could bring their friends to me, but then it's only right for me to be like, by the way, you can make money if you want, or I can make the money, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so that's how you just start building a team, but it's super dope. Like, and anyone can do it around anything, right? I still train, you know what I'm saying? I still coach, I still teach. And so that's the one thing people think, like, just because I post a lot, they think like, I can't do that, I can't, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be able to do all that. I'm like, man, you can do it however you want. I post a lot because it's like, that's what I do, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's already what I was doing before Herbalife, so I was like, shit, why not incorporate it, you know?
And I think you're trying to get to a higher level than other people.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So I think you got
someone came in like, I'm gonna make 200. Man, you don't gotta post as much as I do, no way. You'll make 200 quick, you know what I'm saying? So that's really it. Super dope. But that opportunity changed my life for sure.
And it definitely works with everything you're doing, because you're a coach,
Went hand
you're
in hand.
training, like yeah. So like if someone see you losing weight, you're like that's another opportunity.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna go in like, bro. I see that you working. You know, you on your grind.
I forgot to tell them. Your boy's top 10% of the company right now.
Top 10%.
Gang, in 6 months.
In 6 months.
We going for the top 6% soon.
Yeah, you know, he gets that too. It's crazy. So you see, you going up in the ranks. So you got any like love life that's going on right now?
Love life. Oh shit.
Popping now.
Love life.
Instagram followers going up too.
Instagram followers do be going up. Love life is tough. Like when you on a road to success, it's like you naturally like when you focus on you, which I realize is like the more you work on you, the more you get right mentally, physically, spiritually. Like you'll attract way more people. You know what I'm saying? And for me, it's just really been about differentiating between people that they see me becoming successful.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, so the video cut off a little quick, so I guess I have to end it here. But he basically said he's not in no relationship right now. You know, he just focused and whatnot. So, yeah, and we just wrapped it up after that question. And, you know, just gave his little word about, you know, just keep on encouraging the youth and what he was doing with Grindathon. And so, you know, guys, just like this video, you know, we're trying to run it up. Subscribe, you know, tell people, comment if anything. I like to hear like some feedback on what I need to do or just to make the video better and who I should like interview next and whatnot. So man, just keep this going, man. You know, it's Trerozay. You watching YouTube the right way, you know, let's get it, man.